Shadow Fury. This is going to be it. 3K. He's going to go down.
Zunaki, that could have meant the kill if they had it, but unfortunately they do not.
But the Fear comes out. It doesn't matter. It's over.
She won't come down, will be enough. A 50k HP there briefly. We see the Ring of Frost on Soda. Talbot taking a lot of damage as well. They're trying to switch it around, but they need more CC. There's a Disorient on Soda. Can they get anything? Him off. They're going to swap it now over onto Channel. The orb is out. He's taking a lot of damage. He could go down. He ports out just in time.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back. We're here live in Sweden at DreamHack Stockholm, and we just met the coolest kid ever.
Yeah, we did. This really nice kid.
He was actually super nice, dude.
Yeah, his name's...
I'm just going to get this out of the way.
I'm butchering his name. I know how it's spelled. It's E-M-I-L.
Yeah.
It's
Emil, I think.
Emil.
Yeah.
Emil.
Yeah.
And he got us these cool glasses. He was walking around, and he's like, hey, do you guys know where I can get those glasses that cover your eyes?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, but if you find out, let me know because I want some. And the kid came back with multiple pairs.
And he gave us little pins and stuff.
Yeah, he gave us these.
He was the nicest kid.
He was really cool.
He was really, really nice.
Yeah, so shout out to you, buddy.
Yeah, shout out to Emil. So definitely a really nice kid. But we are going to be going into the second round
You should wear your glasses, by the way.
Of the upper bracket, dude, the winner's bracket. And this is what is at stake now, dude.
Look at how pretty it is.
It is pretty pretty.
That's like, you're Willy Wonka, and I'm Charles.
Yeah, exactly, dude. But so we do have an invite to BlizzCon up for grabs for the teams that do win this. So pretty exciting stuff. And yeah, I mean, this is what it all comes down to, dude. This is what the teams really have been preparing for. What they're fighting for is ultimately the ticket to BlizzCon. So
this is what they want. This is why they came. They're excited to be here. But everyone wants to go to BlizzCon. That is where dreams happen.
Yeah.
That is what dreams are made of. You know what's up, Hillary Duff.
Dreams are made of and back rubs from Conrad.
That was Hillary Duff, right?
I don't know.
Lizzie McGuire? Yeah, it was. All right.
I'm not good with the pop culture stuff, dude.
Yeah, that's
How many years have I known you for now? I feel like you should know this.
Like 3?
Doesn't it feel like longer? It feels
15.
really long for me, man. It's like time goes so slow.
I can tell you the first time you acknowledged me, it was in a thread in which on
AJ.
I was calling Dakroth wrong for using Searing Pain, and I was saying he's effectively crowd controlling himself, and Dakroth was like, "No, it is great," and you were like, "Nah, it's actually really bad." And I was like, "Thanks, thanks, guy with more red skulls than me."
There you go.
Because you had more red skulls than me at the time.
Got him.
Maybe you do still. How many rank 1s do you have?
4.
Okay, me too. Red skulls are cool though.
They're pretty neat.
That's actually the whole reason why I wanted rank 1. But so coming up first, it's really hard for me to read with these glasses on.
It's playing with fire. It's going to be Rind playing the druid. It's going to be Sad Story on the priest and Livin on the mage. They're playing that fire play, if you want to call it that, or shatter play basically, but with a fire mage. So pretty cool. Definitely not something you see all the time, the fire mage. So they did very well in their first series, and really excited to see how they're going to match up against Zunaki and No Lifer here in the second series. I mean, it is very likely going to be Mira. I do think that we're going to see Zunaki playing a Shadow Priest, but it's going to be Fire versus Frost. And we got a chance to talk to Sad Story a little bit about his thoughts on the game, and and his kind of thought on it was basically both teams have their own kind of strengths and weaknesses. He was saying that he thinks that in the deep freezes, the Fire Mage team, he thinks his team has the better chance to get those kills. But his opinion was that Frost Mage team has a lot more consistent pressure and has the ability to go on different targets more often. So we do have BB here. It's gonna be Zunaki on the priest. That's a No Lifer right up front, enjoying his energy drink. And Talby is going to be playing the Druid. He's sitting there in the middle. You can't really see Zunaki. He's cut off right now, but
I don't actually think No Lifer needs an energy drink. That guy is so full of life and full of energy.
Yeah.
He's really happy to be here.
He's a really nice guy.
It's really fun to be around those people that are just super excited about being at a LAN event and really happy just with everybody, no complaints come from him. It's really nice. Those are really fun people.
He's a funny guy because he's really nice. in person and stuff, but he's really angry online.
Really?
Yeah. Well, at least he was with me. I remember the first time we played him and stuff. He was going ham, dude. He was
really.
Yeah. He was not impressed. But it is gonna be in the Grand Arena starting off, and we are gonna be hopping right into that, guys. This is gonna be once again what's up for grabs. Ticket to BlizzCon. The teams that win here, whoever wins here is going to punch their ticket to BlizzCon. They're going to get the first of the 3 invites available.
Wow.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Punch their ticket.
There you go, guys. We're going to hop on in. It's going to be in a Grand Arena here for Game 1, and it will be that Shatter Play mirror. Going to be pretty exciting. The difference, obviously, being we have a Fire Mage versus that Frost Mage. So pretty awesome stuff.
That was a perfect.
Oh,
you were on the right one. Yeah, that was good.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's some synergy. See, we're getting later in the day, so we know how to do that kind of stuff now. And by we, I mean you and our crew. But that's pretty cool. All right, guys.
That's pretty swell, dude. That's some next level spectating right there. But here it goes. The gates are opening up. We do have Livent moving on in. We'll see exactly what he's going to want to go for. You know, I'm really excited to see how this is going to go. Sad is going to get MCS right off the bat. There's the CS onto Talby Tree. Livent moving out here into the middle. And the Water Ellie, oh my god, wow. The Water Ellie just gets blown up right away, and that's going to be annoying for No Lifer. I mean, if this is going to be their strategy, just constantly killing that off, we'll see how it goes. But there's actually the deep into the sheep on Rind. Rind has to trinket immediately, so does Sad. Both trinkets gone. The NS actually gets immune. The NS heal is beautifully immune. There's such a nice offensive clone there by Talby, completely denying that. Sad's in trouble now. The sheep actually going to go over onto him as they do swap over into Livin. They've gotten everyone's trinket already. What a fantastic start here for BB.
Yeah, that is actually a great start for them. If you have everyone's trinket down, you pretty much control the pace of the game. You can see that only No Lifer has blown his trinket on Team BB.
And dude, that clone was so sick. He pre-cloned out of the clone on Rind, and Rind NS healed into that that immune. So you know, completely wasting that.
Beautiful.
You know, very, very well played by Talby. No Lifer is going to be put into a Cyclone here. Zunyaki going to be silenced, though. This is the burst that they're looking for. He's going to trinket immediately. Gets the Iron Bark as well. There's the Fear and the Sheep onto Talby Tree. They're going to overlap, perhaps, to just try to stop the MD. He is going to be able to get MD'd, but there's the Clone coming out onto him. Zunyaki taking a lot of damage. Shadow Fiend is out on him as well from Sad. But unfortunately for them, they all are going to get the trinket at least. They do have everyone's trinket down now. We did see the Heart of the Wild coming out there from Talby. Rind actually caught into the ring, though. Sad could be in trouble here. He's taking a lot of damage, down to 200k HP. Disperse is going to have to come out. There's the Fear onto Rind. He's not able to actually, wow, he walked into the ring. That's really unfortunate. Now they're not going to be able to get an MD coming out. He may just go down. The clone comes in. I think this is going to be it for Sad. Down to 80k HP, 90k HP. He's spamming those flash heals, trying desperately to stay alive. But Talby is in Heart of the Wild. He's in cap form, trying to do as much damage as possible. Did he overextend here, though? Letting him get a free Fear off could prove to be a problem.
Yeah, you were entirely right there, but there was a poly out of that. Doesn't look like it's that big of a deal. I heard the combustion go out, but it didn't do too much damage. Living, on the other hand, he is down to about 300,000 health. Zunyaki at, you know, he's at about 80% or so. He should be completely fine for now. Looks like it's a little bit slow at this point in time. Combustion is back up in 30 seconds. That's when a lot of the burst comes in, because it basically gives a mage an extra Pyroblast proc. Not for free, obviously, but the Pyroblasts are where the damage comes from. Now let's see if Livin can use his fire to incinerate this Water Ellie.
Well, important to note, man, all the trinkets now back up here for playing with fire. So, you know, they did have to use all those trinkets right off the bat, but they are now back. Silence comes in onto Livin. That's going to be trinketed immediately. Doesn't want to sit through that, as there was the deep into the ring on Rind. It's going to be MD'd, though, by Sad, who did actually walk into the ring himself, and is going to get cloned up right off of that. Zunyaki now caught into Sheep. That's going to be sitting down on about half duration. No Lifer now Sheep. Both teams just kind of trying to shut each other down back and forth, and the target right now is just that Water Elemental. They're trying to constantly kill that off, and honestly, it's a pretty big deal when it does die. It looks like it will go down once again, because without that, you can't get the on-demand fingers that those Frost Mages so badly need.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty big deal. You can see Zunyaki. Looks like he might be trying to go for a Fear onto Rind right now. He does manage to get it out of that other CC. Livin taking a decent amount of damage. He has a full Incanter's Ward up because his entire mana shield did disappear right there.
Oh, there's a silence, dude. Well. Livin might be dying. He's going down. He gets absolutely rocked. Does not get the second block off there. He is going to fall. And wow, just the amount of damage. That? I mean, the silence came in he was at about 200,000 HP.
That was big burst, dude.
That was huge, man.
And that is
that. And
one step closer to the ticket to BlizzCon.
2 wins away now, man.
Hashtag road to BlizzCon.
You can see they're looking pretty pleased after that, and rightfully so.
Oh yeah, that's a victory energy drink right there.
A beautiful game, dude. A beautiful game from them.
Yeah.
They played really, really well. And I mean, it's one of those things that can just happen sometimes where you do get bursted down. But at the same time, I think an early block there would have been totally reasonable because the Druid was CC'd. You know, he got silenced. It's like, it's a pretty scary situation when you can't temp shield, you can't CS, you can't, like, you know, blink to get LOS. A lot of damage is going to be coming in, man. You know, with fingers, with the Shadow Priest burst potential is extremely high as well.
Yeah. You know, it's like Sad Story was saying, and how you were saying a little bit earlier, our Fire Mage team can only hit Zuniaki, whereas our Frost team, they can hit both Living and Sad Story. And right there, they went for the Mage.
Well, I mean, they really could go on anyone. You know, if Rin does waste sparks and stuff, they could still blow up the Druid, man. You know, not going to be their main target for sure, but it's something that you can always take advantage of. I mean, the amount of burst that they put out is massive, and it's not something that you can ever really be safe against as any player. Yeah.
And not today, but tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow, by the way. But whichever team loses here is going to have to fight Minpoike, BloodX, and I'm sorry, who's their third player? Off the top of your head?
I spaced out so bad.
I spaced out too. It's been a really long day. Fun day, long day.
Oh, it's Zipai.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
So they will have to face them in the lower bracket. And I know that Minpoike's team is scared to fight the Fire Mage, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I actually have seen them losing to that online before.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was this team before, but I remember BloodX was streaming and they were playing against a Fire Mage God comp. I'm assuming it's this one.
Yeah.
And they were losing, man, and they were not too impressed with Fire Mages.
Yeah, I saw BloodX and our Fire Mage team chatting, and BloodX was just like, Fire Mages are so good. I'm so much more afraid of the Fire Mage. Why don't people play? He acted like he was a burn victim.
They're so annoying, dude. Like they are. Yeah, I got it. I just kind of ignored it.
It's okay.
I was trying to save you there. I was hoping that maybe no one would notice.
It was brilliant.
Yeah. Did you like my Livin's gonna be dying?
Yeah. You did it off the top of the dome too, like as he died. I was like, wow, that was totally planned.
Thanks, man.
Not as funny when it's planned. I didn't plan mine. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
You told me before the break. You're like, dude, wouldn't Livin?
No, don't even.
I'm so happy that the Fire Mage can be killed because then I get to say Livin is gonna be dying again.
You know what, Conrad? I'm sick and tired of you. I've had about enough of you.
Really?
Yep.
I don't blame you.
Anyway,
not everyone can handle me at my best.
Dude,
what's that expression that all those teenage girls say for?
Oh, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Or
yeah,
whatever.
That is such an awful saying. Why would you want to treat anyone like anything if you're at your worst?
It's talking about going through some hard times, right? You know, Conrad, I'm there for you when you have hard times.
I know you have been.
That's true.
But it's like, it's sort of like giving the person an excuse to be rude to someone else. I don't like that. I think everyone should always try and act their best.
I think you don't understand that saying, but that's just my opinion.
Well,
but anyway.
How the teenage girls use it, man.
Okay.
At least back in my day.
Okay.
I'm pretty old now, but.
But anyway, let me see if... No, that doesn't do anything. Okay. So anyway, we are going to be having game number 2 here. It is a 1-0 lead for No Life for Zuniaki and Talby. We'll see if they can actually get a 2-0 lead here. The map choice is going to be Tolvaron Arena for playing with fire, and we'll see what they can get done early on in this game. I mean, do you think that the Water Alley strat looked really good, but at the same time, they put their first pyro procs and stuff into that. Do you think that kind of backfired on them?
No, I really don't. I feel like the Water Elemental can set up so much burst on its own, so it's like you kind of have to get it done. It's kind of a double-edged sword, right? You let them free cast, or you get the Water Alley. But
look at Livin already, though, into the silence. Gonna have to trigger it immediately. Pops Temporal, Blazing Speed's out of there, but still, man, he should have gotten out of LOS. That was such a wasteful block, I feel. I mean, he just kind of stood there after trinketing. And I mean, now the Iron Bark goes up. NS has to come out from Rin. Rin gets cloned on his trinket. They are already so on the back foot here. They're trying to put the damage back onto No Lifer, but No Lifer is looking like he is okay. The clone coming in there onto Livin. Sad is in some trouble now as well. Sad down to about half HP. Actually getting very low. 180,000 HP there briefly. Zuniaki taking some pressure back. No Life are going to be CS. He's actually trinketing the CS into a sheep, unfortunately for him. Talby has used his trinket as well, and he's caught into a full sheep. This is going to be an immediate trinket from Zuniaki as the deep freeze comes in. He's trying to get out of there. Will they be able to force a disperse still? They really want to. They need some more cross CC onto Talby. We'll see if they can get it. They do get the clone coming in on him. Disperse is forced on Zuniaki, so a good turnaround here for playing with fire. Really starting to get something going, and now comes the Pyroblast. This could be it. Oh my god! He just gets absolutely erased there by Livin. as Talby Tree was CC'd across the map. You know, Zunyaki, at first, I thought he was actually going to get away without even dispersing, but so much more CC came in. They got the disperse, and then Livin goes aggressive, blinks in behind the pillar with that pyro proc, able to finish Zunyaki off, and just like that, tied up, man. What a fast-paced series. And this is one is funny because you were talking before and you're like, oh man, it's gonna be dampening. Oh, it's gonna
those were not my words. Those were the players'
That's exactly
words.
what your words were.
In fact, I even said to you, from what I understand, these are going to be long games. Those were my words. You said, really? Why do you think that? Do you know something that I don't? And I said, yeah.
And you said no. I've never known something.
My mic cut out, by the way.
Okay.
Are you still able to hear me?
I'm still able to hear you.
I'm just gonna act like I'm good to go then.
You are good to go.
It's really hard to hear you now. But yeah, so
what are you going to do?
The players are the ones. Now I can hear myself again. Thank goodness. I missed my own voice. But the players were the ones that said this is going to go to dampening every single game. Yeah, I heard that too.
Pardon?
I heard every word you said. Name that movie. Oh yeah, you don't know pop culture.
I don't know it, man. It's okay. It's Tiger's Peak. That is what I do know.
No, actually,
and that is going to be the map choice here from. Oh, never mind. It went away. So I guess the queue got canceled or something. Maybe that was the wrong map, or maybe there was just some sort of relog or something that happened to happen. But I mean, in a mirror like this, do you think it actually matters at all what the map is?
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's advantages and disadvantages to having a Frost Mage.
I mean, but do you think that, like
for this specifically?
Yeah.
Then no, I do not. But for mirrors with a different spec, I do think so. Also, even just different playstyles.
I mean, like for like LC, Moonkin versus Ellie and stuff, maybe it makes a difference. But yeah, I think it's more playstyle based than comp based. I mean, you know, if one team likes to play really aggressive, then they might like runes and things like that.
But a lot of teams really like pillars, so if it's on Blade's Edge, they're probably going to hang out down below a bit more than up top.
You know, it'll be interesting because it is definitely like a double-edged sword. I mean, both teams have shown they have the propensity to get such quick kills. So it's like if you go, even if you want to play aggressive, if you go on runes, you have to be ready for the exact same thing to happen to you. And if you play on a more turtley map, like if you try to turtle on the boxes on sewers or something, the other team can do the exact same thing as well. So
I think turtling on Dalaran would actually favor the Fire Mage team.
So do I, because
Dragon's Breath.
Yeah, well, exactly, Dragon's Breath. But also, I feel like we talked about constant pressure versus burst. You know what I mean? And I think in a turtley type match, burst is more important than the constant pressure, because it's like if you can catch everyone in a Dragon's Breath, triple Dragon's Breath or something like that into a deep, and you can just erase someone, you know, that seems a lot scarier. But at the same time, I mean, there could be both teams can get caught in fears, and it's like if the Druid gets caught in 1 CC, it's almost like what happened with the Paladin. Like this comp has more easy CC than almost anything else. Like it's crazy how much CC they have. I mean, you have silence, you can disarm into fear, you can use feathers to get there and sprint. I mean, there's deep palm ring, there's deep palm sheep, there's clones, NS clones, bash. You know, there's like
DB sheep.
There's so much CC, and it's going to be Tiger's Peak as the pick here from Zunyaki, No Life for Talby, and we are going to hop on into that. This is game number 3 here of the second round winners bracket, and we're going on in.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it, man. I'm liking the. I love it when it's these quick games that just. Boom!
Really
someone
exciting
explodes.
games, dude. Yeah. Honestly, I have to say, every series has been pretty damn good today.
Yes.
Like we've actually had really exciting games, and we've had upsets, which is way more interesting for me. Like, you know, I was talking to someone earlier, and I was just saying, to me, I think what the most exciting things are in tournaments is when I'm wrong about what's going to happen and everything, and that the score is actually incorrect, guys. It is 1-1. But I mean, you know what I'm talking about. It's like so much of the time you can predict the comps based on players.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I do.
It's relatively
I was just giving
obvious.
you a hard time as usual.
I know, but. It's fun. It's fun to be surprised, and you know, as a commentator and a player. So it is 1-1, guys. It is not 2-0 exactly. So it is in fact 1-1. Whoever takes this is going to be able to take the lead in this series, and definitely an important lead to grab. We do see the MCS there onto Sad, looking for damage on him already is No Lifer. No Lifer spamming out that spell seal. You can see he's already basically from it. Now the CS comes in on No Lifer. It looks like they want to get a sheep over on him. They do land that. Talby going to get disarmed into the fear. He was already spell stolen off with a Fear Ward. Now the clone comes in on No Lifer. They're looking for that 3v1. Fear Ward actually put out on No Lifer. I don't know about that's an interesting choice there from Zunyaki. But Zunyaki does hold the trinket. No Lifer does not. Oh my God! Livin just goes down. No block. That is 2 games, 2 losses without blocking, and Livin just gets absolutely destroyed there. That is brutal, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
This is like I said, This could be the pressure getting to these guys. This is the first time they've played at a LAN event. This is the series to go to BlizzCon, and now they're down 2 games. In both games, Livin did not block.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, strike 3. That's trouble.
There you go, man. I'm pretty sure it goes something like that. But that's brutal news. And now, as that team, you have to be wondering if nerves wasn't already getting to them. How nervous are you now as Livin going into the next game? You know what I mean? It's already happened twice. Do you now see him block when he doesn't even need to, just because he's scared of dying without blocking? I mean, it's like...
I mean, it's rough, man. To put yourself in that position,
it's not a good feeling at all. Like,
it's a really bad feeling.
You know how much practice your team has put in when you, like, he knows he messed up.
Yeah.
Everyone knows he messed up. It's not like it's going to be some surprise to him.
It happens.
Exactly. It does happen.
But the thing is, you can't let it happen twice in a row in the same series when if you win, it means you get a ticket to BlizzCon.
I mean, you can't let it happen if you want to be one of the ones who are getting the invite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, you know, players can't afford to make those kind of mistakes at this level, and it's definitely really rough. But like I said, you know, it's a terrible feeling because you know you messed up, and it's not just you that you're costing; it's your whole team. You know, and you think about all the practice you put in, all the effort, and it's like to lose it on something like that is extremely disappointing.
Ah, you've thought a lot about this. You have any personal experience?
I do have some personal experience, but it's never a good feeling, man. So it's like it's especially it's one of those things where. Like for me, it's like the biggest pet peeve in losing WoW is that like your teammates haven't used cooldowns. You know what I mean? That's always like it's always a crappy feeling because you just don't feel like it was a real game. It never feels like you
if you have resources and they don't get used and you lose. You feel like a fool.
Exactly. I mean, it's like it's way less of a big deal. It's like you use all your cooldowns, you lost. You're like, okay, we can like adjust some things, whatever, you know. But it's like. There's nothing even to talk about there. You know what I mean? There's nothing like when you have a game like that. If it's me, I would be queuing it instantly. I'd just be choosing my map. I just want to play. Why? Like, because there's no point in thinking about it. There's no point in talking about it. Everyone knows what happened. There's nothing to like learn from that. You know what I mean? It's just like I didn't press my button. Let's play again.
Yeah, it's awful. It's rough.
For me, the worst thing, and I think. For a lot of people, I think the worst thing you can do is sit around and like kind of like dwell on it after a loss like that.
Yeah.
Like I want to get back into a game immediately after I have a loss, especially a bad loss. If you have a bad loss, you just want to just forget about it, just get back in, don't even think about it. And it's going to be Tolvaron Arena. That is the choice here. Match point now for Zunyaki, no lifer. Can they clean it up here, or do you think we're going to see it tied up once more?
I actually think we're going to go to a Game 5. I really feel it.
Could be the first Game 5 of the tournament.
Yeah. Looks like they might not actually be in Tolvaron.
I think they maybe left it. Okay.
It's all right.
Yep.
It's okay.
All right, cool.
It's
so
all right.
We are going to get out of this, and we'll try to get them queued back up. But it's very likely. Do you think it's probably going to be Tolvaron Arena picked again? Yeah.
But what I was going to say was I do think it's probably going to be tied up. Just because...
Which one is it?
It'd be the one that's has less time on it.
They both say the same thing.
Oh. The one with people in it.
Oh, okay. Here we go. All right, cool. So it is going to be Tolvaron once again. And once again, it is match point here for BB. That is no lifer, Talby, and Zunyaki here at match point. They're up 2-1 in this upper bracket second round match. And that is for the invite to BlizzCon. If you win here, you get invited to BlizzCon. Pretty awesome.
The ticket. That's what everyone wants, man.
The golden ticket, man.
It's a pretty looking ticket, too.
It is. I wonder if they actually get tickets.
Yeah. Yes.
Like that, you think?
Oh, no. That's all for show. Everyone knows that kind of stuff is just for show.
What if you really wanted it? Do you think they would give you one?
I think if you really wanted it, then you could take it, yeah.
Yeah?
I don't think you could take it to the bank, though.
Would you steal it?
Would I personally steal this ticket?
Steal that ticket?
No, I would not.
You would not?
If I were a person that really wanted to go to BlizzCon,
that sounds like something a thief would say. You wouldn't admit it.
No. I was thinking, like, is someone here really wants to go, so they just grab the ticket off our desk. But the game is started, guys. No lifer QD already dotted up. Already has a trinket to play a counterspell.
Yeah, Trinket's the MCS. He seems to like to do that to get Temporal up immediately, but he just gets feared on that. Now the silence comes in. Deep freeze as well. He's going to have to block here, almost guaranteed. So much damage. Yep, there's the block coming out immediately. Good decision from him. You know, not going to risk that. And we'll see, though. You know, Talby did not have to Trinket, but they did get Trinket and block from No Lifer almost immediately. So a great start here for playing with fire.
Indeed. Another water elemental being summoned at this point. It looks like they are still trying to target Livin. He's going to get spell stolen quite a bit. That kind of removes all the buffs on him. So, oh, look at that. A Cyclone goes out onto no lifer, actually, and he's full health, full everything. I guess they're just trying to stop the pressure. Livin gets put in a full Cyclone himself. Full dots are up onto Sad Story. Livin's dots have expired on him. Zuniaki gets dotted up just a little bit. Rin gets put into a full deep, though. Can they get anything out of it? Doesn't look like it. He does put himself into travel form a little bit early. Gets Psychic Screen, though. There is a Polymorph out. Does get dispelled, though. Talby actually has his Nature Swiftness prop.
Oh, it got dispelled, dude.
Wow.
Actually got dispelled. He just let it sit up there, and I believe it actually just got dispelled
You're
off.
right.
So, you know, a little bit of a mistake there to just pop it and not use it right away. You know, players at this level are going to notice that. They were able to get the dispel, so well played there, you know, by Livin and Sad to get that off. And Rin has had to use his Trinket. Talby still has his, so we do have to remember that. But No Lifer is the one at the disadvantage as far as defensive cooldowns for the mages. Zuniaki now in some trouble. Silence comes out on Talby. Do they have anything off that? Not yet. And Zuniaki looking like he's going to be A-okay to sit through this burst. He has his Trinket available as well, so 2 of the 3 members here do, but No Lifer in a lot of trouble, down to 150k there briefly. Gonna get picked back up here relatively slowly, getting feared on that Poly, still taking a ton of damage here. Silence out onto Sad, Livin in some trouble as well. Livin's gonna have to Trinket that silence. No Lifer has stabilized, but Livin is still down about half HP. Sad now gonna be cloned up there by Talby, doing a good job so far this game.
I actually really like the fact that No Lifer knew he was okay. He didn't block or run behind a pillar or anything. He just kept trying to apply the pressure. Let's take a look at the mana. You can see Talby at about 154k, Rind on the other hand at 186k. Sad taking quite a bit of damage actually. He's still just trying to get his dots up, trying to spread the pressure. The Dragon's Breath does go out onto No Lifer. He's out of it now.
Look at the Ice Skulls though from No Lifer, dude. The next burst coming in is going to be huge. And there it is. The Deep Freeze comes out. He's going to go for the Polymorph. And now he has, you know, he has those Ice Skulls actually expiring off. He's just going to shoot them out. So a little bit surprised he decided to use them like that. He did have 5 saved up. I thought they were going to use it, you know, with the Deep aggressively, but they decided to use it for CC. It's working out for them anyway. Sad is very, very low there. We do have the MCS onto Livin. He's going to get out of that. And now No Lifer is actually sheeped up right now. Sad is dangerously low here. He's feared away. He still has that Disperse available. Doesn't look like he's going to have to use it just yet. Catches the Iron Bark. A bit of a waste though from Rind as no more damage was coming in.
Indeed. You can check out Sad right now. He's completely actually. Probably needs to get a little bit more mana back. Is he going to have to use Disperse to mana? For mana, it's a possibility. Full Polymorph onto him. Deep Freeze goes out onto Rind. There's a Dispel coming out from Sad Story. Sad Story put inside a full Cyclone at this point. He can't really get out the pressure he wants. He is, like I said, a little bit Tries to get out the feathers. Looks like he may go for a Fear here onto our Druid. There's the Disarm into the Fear. And yeah, things are kind of stabilizing for now.
Yep. So we do see that there's a clone onto Talby. No Lifer actually taking a fair bit of damage there. Talby going to be silenced up, looking to try to get some more CC out on him. He does not have his Trinket available. Livin though in quite a bit of trouble here. Livin down to about half HP, down to 150k HP, 100,000 HP. Is he going to have to Ice Block here? He's trying to hold on to it. Pretty dangerous once again as the orb does come out. Down to 300,000 now. He is getting healed back up, and Zuniaki going to be deep frozen now. The Deep Freeze is dispelled immediately though by Talby. Well played by him. The Sheep and Disarm were actually too slow there to deny that dispel. Livin is at about half HP. The Fear coming out onto Talb. He is going to be stuck in that. No Lifer are going to be cloned up, and Zuniaki could be in some trouble once again. Yeah,
you are correct. I think this is one of those games that's just going to end up going to the dampening where someone's going to get bursted super hard. No Lifer down to about 250,000 HP. He looks like he might be trying to kite away a little bit, but he sort of just is really comfortable with tanking the damage if he knows that Talby can heal through it, and I really like that. Innervate goes out for Rind. Talby uses his Innervate at the same time, so they're both going to be able to keep track of each other's Innervates, but Talby is losing the mana battle quite hardly. Check out Zuniaki. He's getting bursted a little bit right here. Talby gets put into an Impact Stun. There's a Deep Freeze out onto Rind, a Silence onto Livin, and a Polymorph was onto Sad. Livin in a lot of trouble. He actually is forced to Polymorph there. Really nice play by BB.
Yep, so that is another Ice Block gone, and I'm not sure if he's going to have a Cold Snap very soon to be able to get another one. I mean, there's the Sheep coming over onto Livin. Actually, an Ice Block used there by... was that Talby or was that Rind? I'm not actually sure. But an Ice Block did come out there from one of the Druids. Zuniaki in some trouble right now, so I think that was actually Talby that did block. He's going to be bashed into the clone. Zuniaki has gotten away, but now the pressure is going to swap over on a No Lifer. Talby will have his Trinket soon, but will it be soon enough? As Zuniaki still in some trouble, the Pyro does come crashing in. No Lifer does have a lot of damage coming into him as well. is trying to build up those icicles once more, but completely here. Talby does have his trinket back. He's going to go for the evoke, and it looks like they are going to stabilize, but for now, I mean, Zunyaki, pretty much dead has his trinket back. Talby has his trinket back as well. Gonna have to pop the Heart of the Wild here. Maybe gonna try to look to get aggressive. There's the deep freeze on the Rin. Livin's gonna be MCS. Does he have another block up? Looks like that's the question, but it does not matter. A beautiful Dragon's Breath comes in, and he's just gonna blazing speed out of there.
Yeah, indeed. Full Fear goes out onto Rin right now. Trinket is coming up soon, but look at Sad. He's in a lot of trouble right here. He does have Disperse. He's in it right now. He gets fully Cyclone as well on that Disperse, so he's not able to be healed up through it. Shadow Melt did go out for Rin right there. Polymorph goes out onto Livin and a Polymorph onto Sad, so that means that one of the polys was reflected. Actually, obviously the one
really good MD actually though from Zunyaki onto that Fear from Talby, allowing him to sit through it. The Silence and the Sheep are going to come out. Fear Word does go up back onto Talby. Looks like there's no pressure though, so he's just going to feel comfortable to sit through that, and he has his trinket back, so pretty decent position for them. Remember, Sad does not have Disperse. He's going to have to be careful. Rind has his trinket back as well though. Everyone with trinkets here on playing with fire, so not a bad position as far as that is concerned, but we know one wrong move can mean the end of the game.
Yeah. You are correct. By the way, when I said it was reflected, there's something that the players were talking about is how everyone on this tournament, aside from the DPS, so I guess, you know, the healers, they're all using the reflect meta. Yeah. And it's really upsetting a lot of the players. They're super frustrated. They set up a really nice CEC chain, and just for one thing to get reflected, so that's something to keep in mind as we're watching this. Some big bursts going out. Livin taking a lot of damage. No lifer. It looks like he's going to be the main target too. He gets put into a blanket counterspell. He has quite a few icicles on him. He's going to be able to put out a lot of damage, but not if he's going to be getting killed right here.
Oh, man, that was really close. Yeah,
wow.
he does get the cold snap ice block off just in time, almost going down there. Talby was silenced. He decided to sit through it. Now there's a full sheep. I don't know if he can really afford to sit through this. All these cooldowns, man. There's the clone. Now that's going to be trinketed there by Talby. That's what he was waiting for. The icicles being built back up here once again by No Lifer. He's looking to get those frost bolts out. Now going to go for the damage. The nice blink though, immediately out of that frost orb. It's going to whiff. No Lifer is going to be sheeped up. Livin taking some damage, but he did get that sheep off first. Looks like he's going for the healing touch now. Will he be okay? Does he have another ice block? He may need to use it. He does get into the block. He's not going to die a third time without it. Rind though is going to be cloned up. Rind is, you know, going to be CC'd for quite some time. He does have the Heart of the Wild up. Can they get anything going here? Deep freeze on a Zunyaki. The Heart NS does come out onto Livin. Full sheep on a Talby tree. They're going to be looking to get the pressure rolling on Zunyaki, who is now MCS. In come the Pyros. There's the Disperse immediately from Zunyaki as soon as he saw that Shattered Pyro was coming in.
Very, very, very smart play by Zunyaki. You know, he doesn't want to take the damage. Even if he doesn't die, it's a waste of your Druid's mana, and the Druid is currently at 44,000 mana.
Struggling on mana. Dude, Rind is way ahead. He's going to get MD'd out of that Fear. Nicely played there by Sad, able to get his healer out of that Dragon's Breath coming in on Talby. What do they have for him out of this? Doesn't look like anything as the CS does come in there onto Livin. Now the Fear comes out onto Talby out of the Disarm. Zunyaki does have to trinket. He's trying to run away. He's trying to get out of there now. Looking to turn some damage around here onto Livin. Sad, though, is the target right now from No Lifer, but still the Pyro's coming in onto Zunyaki. Ooh. He's in some trouble. Sad may go down though. Does he have his Disperse again? The Disperse does come out once again. Rin trying desperately to heal his Shadow Priest back up. He has no trinket available. The Fear Ward comes again onto Rin, so he is going to be able to be okay with that. Nice offensive clone though from Talby, denying a lot of these heals. Still though, the mana advantage heavily with Rin. Yeah, indeed. Sad doing well on mana now. He is able to get that back. Talby at 40,000 mana, dude. This is not looking good for Team BB. Rin did just use his Innovate as well, though. And there's... Can they get it off? That could actually, you know, be relatively important. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. There's the Disarm onto him. MCS on a No Lifer. That's going to be trinketed into the Fear onto Talby. Zunyaki could be in trouble as well. They're going to be going for Zunyaki, it looks like, but Livin having the pressure turn right back around on him. Rind is into that poly. He's sitting through it. Does have his trinket available. The block does come out from Livin. He's going to play safe with that. Definitely smart. The Shroom is going to be popped, and it's a crit Shroom. He's right back to full HP. Silence coming over onto Sad. They want to deny the MD onto that sheep, and Rin does hit through it, holds onto his trinket, but another block is gone off of Living.
Yeah. All right, man. This is rough. There's a water elemental going down too. Sad Story has managed to kill it with the help of his fire mage friend Livin. Now, what are they going to do? Another water elemental is up though, but they're even using Devouring Plague to try and kill it, but it's actually getting topped. Really nice job to be aware, you know, my pet's going down, heal it, and his team does. Poly goes out onto Sad. He is going to get dispelled out of it right now. Playing a counterspell on No Lifer, he gets polyed out of that. Zunyaki taking a lot of damage. He did get impact stunned right there as well inside of a Frost Jaw.
Here comes the Deep Freeze, man. There are those Pyros being spammed out into him. Already down to half HP immediately. NS comes out from Talby there. Is used for the NS heal. He's standing on the Shroom as well. Zunyaki giving himself the feathers, looking to try to get over there, get a Fear onto Rind, who does have his trinket, does have a smelled back up. Talby sitting on his trinket as well. Still struggling on mana though. We'll see if that ever does really become an issue. Sad going to be silenced. There's the Blanket CS and the fear onto Livin. Another silence coming on Rin. It's a reflected silence, and he's going to go down. The reflected silence onto Sad. Are you kidding me? They both are silenced. It ends up in a 3v1. That reflect meta could have just won them the game.
Oh my god. I don't actually know what else to say.
That is such a brutal way to end it, dude. You know, they're trying to go for the burst. Sad has his silence reflected back onto him. At the same time, Rin gets silenced up by Zunyaki, you know, and it just ended up in a brutal situation. And
I guess the road to BlizzCon is paved in mirrors.
It's paved in meta gems. I don't know, man.
Because it's reflect.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. But dude, that is rough.
That is
there. It is. There's look at that. He's
they do get the tickets.
He's getting the ticket.
They get the tickets.
Oh my god.
You were wrong.
Look at no.
Oh, there it is. Flight ticket
like
to
got
BlizzCon.
His watch. He's like, I should put that away.
That's their invite. Congratulations. They are going to be the first team. That is BB getting the first invite to BlizzCon.
Wow.
And well deserved, I have to say.
Well
you know, they played it really well.
Yeah.
And
did they lose? Did they only lose one round?
What do you mean? They're still in the winner bracket.
I know, but I mean...
It was a 3-1, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in order to get here, did they only lose one round? Or did they lose two? Was their first series a 3-1?
3-1. There haven't been any 3-2s.
Okay. So I guess they've lost 2 rounds in total?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No matter what, it's extremely impressive.
Yeah, it is 2-3-1s.
Yeah.
I mean, they've definitely done really well for themselves. But, I mean, on the same token, if you're playing with fire, man, that is like...
You're going to get burned.
That is the series of your nightmares, man. That is okay. You have look at your 3 losses. First loss, no block. Second loss, no block.
Oh no.
Third loss, double silence. One of them reflected with a meta, and then your Shadow Priest can't do any damage, can't peel, and they get to do the damage and get the free clone, which wins them the game.
Yeah, I've lost the tournament based on a metagem reflect. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough. I've been in this position, and all you're thinking right now is, why didn't I choose another spell?
I had that happen to me too, dude.
Why didn't I do anything else?
It was like an RLS mirror, and it was, you know, I coiled, and the coil got reflected on me, and I got killed in my own coil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so rough, dude. I feel really bad.
That's actually like, that's like seriously such a sad series.
Yeah. I mean, it was really exciting for us.
Yeah. As
the casters and spectators. Yeah. And I'm sure it's really exciting for Team BB.
Yeah, and it's not that they didn't deserve it or anything. Yeah. I mean, it's they made the mistakes. It's not like it's
and
not
this
their
team
fault.
Could still, by the way, viewers, this team could still punch their ticket to BlizzCon. They're not entirely out of it. This was the winners bracket, so they can. As you can see, thank you very much, crew, for pulling it up for us. But yeah, so now they're in the losers bracket. If they manage to beat Milk Trupp, and if they beat either Holinka or no, I'm sorry, not that team. Either. Okay.
Well, there's some interesting stuff unfolding in the lower bracket because, okay, Playing with Fire was saying that they're pretty scared of RMD.
Oh, I see what it is now.
So Playing with Fire is playing Milk Trupp, which is, Doomsday and Morkrin and Prey. Or Pry or whatever it is. So that's a team that they said they were pretty scared of was the RMD. But then at the same time, BP, that's Minpoike's team. Minpoike's team was saying they're really scared of Playing with Fire, and if Playing with Fire wins, that's potentially who they could play in the next round. So it's like there's some interesting stuff shaping up in the lower bracket. I'm sure that BP is praying for Milk Trupp to win, and but at the same time, if Playing with Fire gets through, they're going to be feeling pretty confident against BP. And that next lower bracket series, the next lower bracket round ahead of where we are now would be the one that would decide who gets the last spot. Scary stuff, man. Yeah. This is actually so exciting. Yeah. All I can think about is a metagame reflect. For real. Dude. That's something that will haunt you for at least 2 years and 10 months. Yeah. Ask me how I know. How do you know? Ask me when I lost WCG. When did you lose WCG? 2 years and 10 months ago. There you go. Dude, there's still some stuff I think about from like way longer than that. Yeah. I mean, not like an everyday basis or anything, but it's like it haunts you, man. I think about it every day. Sometimes you wake up crying in the middle of the night, and and you're just like wake up in a cold sweat, and you're like, metagame reflect. Yeah. Oh, thank God, I'm not even logged on. Yeah. Yeah. That's rough, but in all seriousness, big congratulations. Yep. To our team with Zuniaki. I really hope that Playing with Fire doesn't go on like hardcore tilt after that series. Oh no, me too. Well, that is like the most tilt-inducing thing you've ever seen in your whole life. Yeah, they don't have to play again today, thankfully. No, yeah, that's good. They can collect themselves. That series is seriously like, if anything could ever make you tilt, that series would make you tilt.
Yeah. Or if there was an earthquake.
Yeah, that's true too. Or if someone like tilted your chair over, I guess. You know.
You really gonna take my joke like that?
I was trying to play off it, you know. I was trying.
It's not playing off of it. It's taking it. Trying to get credit. I'm the funny one. You're the pretty one. I'm pretty.
We're going to commercial break.